I said, go and line up.
This is my house. This is where I sleep. It's very red on the dash right now. It's like, watch out, careful. What would you think is in here?
Toilet?
No? You could use it as a toilet, maybe. Oh shit, it's a cop. Oh, they're turning around. Have you ever ate a steak out of a Lambo before? Smells good, huh?
Oh, it smells really good.
Time to eat.
No jadą za nami, tak się zbliżają, czekamy czy nas wywołają czy nie. Na razie grzecznie sobie jedziemy. How fast can you go with all the gear and...
274 kilometers.
No way.
Yeah. So, you can have a lot of fun in a camper.
Tego jeszcze nie grali. To jest Conor.
Hello.
Hi there.
How are you?
Great.
Nice to see you again.
Mówi się, że zostawić wszystko i wyjechać w Bieszczady, no to Conor poszedł level wyżej, bo sprzedał dom, wszystko co miał, kupił Lamborghini Urus, no i postanowił zwiedzić nim świat. Poznaliśmy się w AVC u Krzyśka, tam gdzie budowałem Sprintera, bo Krzysiek też robił tu parę modyfikacji. No i zaprosiłem Conora do nas, więc po raz pierwszy na polskim YouTubie macie do czynienia z jedynym na świecie egzemplarzem Lamborghini Urusa przerobionego na kampera.
Yeah, so originally I bought the car and outfitted it with like a wooden bed, and then I changed it to an aluminum bed, caught the car on fire, welded it up, you know, long story. And then I put the car on a plane in LAX, shipped it to Leipzig, Germany, cargo plane. The car went direct. I had to, you know, connect through New York and all that. But yeah, so I shipped it to Europe, and I've been driving around Europe and the Balkans and UK and all that for about 18 months. And I'm about to head all the way to Asia, through Russia, down into Australia, and then I'll do Africa and South America.
Okej. I'm shocked. Cały czas modyfikacje postępują, bo on przyleciał tu do Europy jako w zasadzie stokowy. W międzyczasie dostał przepiękne koła Delta 22-calowe po to, żeby mogły pomieścić fabryczne hamulce karbonowo-ceramiczne. Tu jest jedna z większych tarcz hamulcowych w seryjnie produkowanym samochodzie. Wtedy, na tamten czas, to była największa tarcza, 440 mm ceramika. No i postanowił zachować te hamulce, bo lubi, jak to auto dobrze hamuje, więc przyszły mało offroadowy rozmiar, 22 cale, ale bardzo porządna, twarda felga. No i tym samochodem da się trochę też pojeździć w terenie. You said this was made in Romania?
Yeah, well, so I originally had the car with, you know, a normal bumper like these ones. But the problem is, actually, it's nice that you have these right here. We can just totally go over it. So the problem with the stock bumper is like this whole thing down here, it just hits rocks and dirt, and this whole bit just fills full of dirt and rocks. Rocks just collect in here when you're off-roading, and it makes the angle not great. So I was off-roading in Romania, and I cracked this front splitter. The front splitter normally is like, I don't know, $1,500. So it was just like all of these parts to just keep replacing them was gonna be a nightmare. So I basically just angle ground, you know, there, broke these out, angle ground, you know, broke that out and just ripped the whole bottom off. And then I just, you know, left the top. And now that's what we're left with here. So this bumper is not done. It's just a, let's call it version 2.0, and we're about to be version 3.0 very soon, hopefully here actually in Poland. So this was just something we pieced together, like this piece of steel came out of the guy's scrap bin in Romania that he was like throwing in the trash, and we just water jetted it to fit. So essentially what this does is it allows better clearance underneath, and I still have to figure out, hopefully here in Poland, the intercoolers and radiators so that they're not getting destroyed by rocks. I also have no skid plates and haven't for the last like 6 months driving off-road, and you know, there's been some sketchy incidents.
No any issues?
There's like a transmission wire that's kind of hanging down a little bit lower than it's supposed to be. And yeah, so this is what I have. I have no front sensors. They're all like zip tied up here. But yeah, I'm hoping to get this bumper like totally cool looking, like Chris's bumper from We Roam World, We Roam.
Yeah,
I don't know,
yeah,
the
from
stickers
the
on the
Chaos.
back. Yeah,
Subaru,
from Chaos,
yeah.
exactly. He had a really cool bumper, so I'm hoping to do that. He actually helped me run like all this electrical to the front and back, so it's ready to go, pre-wired for the winch. I've already got the lights, you know, these are all functioning and everything. Well, these ones aren't, but besides the point. So I just need to redo the front bumper, do the skid plates, and then it'll be ready for really crossing the world.
Okay, so now you're waiting for nicer front bumper.
Yeah.
Because this doesn't look
It doesn't
very
look
good.
very good. No, no, definitely not.
No właśnie, bo tu jest trochę mało bezpiecznie, jak te interkulery po bokach są tak mocno na wierzchu, niczym nie osłonięte, ale jest trytyta, więc porządny projekt, bo jest trytyta i to nie jedna. To już mi się podoba. No faktycznie ten zderzak wygląda, jakby był wyciągnięty z jakiegoś rumuńskiego śmietnika, no ale na sztukę, na szybko, okej. Kto bogatemu zabroni? O, nice. Dzisiaj jeszcze rozmawiałem z Conorem, jak do nas przyjechał, że może pomożemy mu też w modyfikacjach tych interkulerów albo zastąpimy je innymi, które pójdą trochę wyżej, co też pozwoli ten zderzak lepiej zamocować, docelowy. Także parę modów jeszcze tu w Polsce zostanie wykonane. Najpiękniejsze jest to, że Conor nie ma planu, czy zostanie u nas na 1 dzień, czy na tydzień, czy na miesiąc. On po prostu zwiedza świat, bo to jest jego dom. Nie ma domu, to jest jego adres. Jego adres to jest Lamborghini Urus i z tego, co mówi, to teraz chce udać się na wschód, Białoruś, Rosja i dojechać aż do Korei Północnej. Niezły plan, co? No właśnie i przepiękne jest to, że właśnie nie ma się planu, nie ma się tej presji czasowej. On po prostu żyje z dnia na dzień, tam gdzie mu się podoba, tam zostaje na dłużej i cały czas jeszcze modyfikuje ten samochód. To jest w ogóle jakiś kosmos. Okay, what we've got on the top.
So let's do
roof.
the inside tour, then we can
Inside?
go.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the more interesting part. So come around to the back. Obviously, we've got my...
Chris also done that, right?
Yes, Chris did this.
This is crazy thing.
Yeah, this
To
got my
jest- to
grip
jest
tape. I mean,
szaleństwo,
this is
nie?
great for like climbing up on the roof, you know? Makes it easy to climb up on here.
się wchodzi po błotniku Urusa, nie?
But it's also good for filing your nails down, you know, before a date. Just like a little bit of manicure action. See, it's beautiful. But the goods are back here. This is my house. This is where I sleep. This is where the magic happens. I've got my stove under here for cooking. I've got a portable shower from a water tank, extra pairs of shoes, Bluetooth speaker. All of my gear up here. I made this at Chris's place where I've got everything strapped up, extra water filters. I got the winch controller, battery, or the electric hookup for the shore power charger in case I need to plug it into 240 outlet. And yeah, this is where I sleep, back here. I've also got a Polish inverter over here with all the lighting.
Wow! No nieźle
You can
to
see.
wygląda.
I can't read the Polish, but you can see it's a Polish product.
Polska przetwornica.
Polska product. And I'll put down the windows so you can see the interior better. I have a fridge over there, I have a fridge over here, and in the center is all my electronics that controls everything. I have 300 amp hour lithium ion batteries that power everything with a 40 amp Red Arc charger. I've got Starlink on the roof. So I've got a lot of power consumption needs with everything. I've got an extra solar panel if I need to charge things, but under here I have, we'll go into the goodies later, but I've got under here a fridge, as you can see, which we'll try out some Polish steaks here in a little bit.
No proszę, proszę.
And in the middle here is the electronics, and over there is another fridge. And so everything I keep like kitchen-wise is in here. I've got my kitchen bag, which we'll use when we cook up some steaks.
Czyli kuchnia
And the
jest w
most
torbie.
important thing that I have is this, really. And, you know, it's labeled, like, what would you think is in here? What's your guess? What's it you can,
Toilet?
no? You could use it as a toilet, maybe.
I don't know.
It's a vacuum cleaner. Because everyone needs to have a Lambo when you're traveling around, have a vacuum cleaner in your Lambo when you're traveling around the world because it gets dirty, you know, things get dirty, dust comes in, so you just bring this around. It's actually a little dirty right now, so.
No w sumie
Get some lint,
Yeah.
you know, we'll clean it up.
w każdym domu potrzebny jest odkurzacz, nie?
I've got over here a water filter. So I actually just filled it off of your water, and I just put any water in it. I pump this thing up, and out the other side comes filtered clean water. And whether it's coming from a tap, you know, like yours, or coming from a river or anything, it's got a carbon filter and a pleated filter, so it gets rid of all the bacteria. In the glove box, I also did like this whole charging setup. So I have Ethernet coming from the Starlink, and I also have all of this electronics here for charging all the cameras and drones. Then I've got the MaxTrax traction boards up here. This is if I get stuck in the mud, I put these down and it helps me gain traction, and these have actually definitely saved me, so these are great. I've got the gas tanks up there. I've got all of the lighting all the way around. I've got the Polski flag. Because every country I'm going in now, I'm doing a flag of that country while I'm driving around. Now on this pole right here, what I've got is that's like a fishing pole that goes up in the air about 15 feet or 5 meters. And this light goes on top of it, and I can turn that on, and all the bugs in a hot summer area go to the light, and it keeps the bugs away from this area, because, you know, bugs go up
It works?
to the
Really?
light. Yeah, it works quite well, quite well.
Sprytne, sprytne.
I had a front light bar, which right now I'm playing. There's like some aerodynamic issues with having all this on the roof. So I've actually pulled the light back and strapped it, and I'm probably gonna pull these off tomorrow and play with it a little bit, because right now at like 130 miles, or 130 kilometers an hour, the whole car is like, which is not very...
Little aerodynamic issues,
Yeah,
right?
small aerodynamic issues. And over here, I just have my cooking stuff. I've got like extra spare gear. I've got the Starlink router. I've got table and chairs. And I had to drill like a 3-centimeter hole to get all the wires through there. I think I drilled like 30 or 40 different holes in the car so far. On this is actually a tent that we made. This is a Polish tent. So it flops down like this. And
I like it.
yeah, you can see.
I have the same.
Yes.
It's my Sprinter.
And this part comes up, and it's like a little screened-in room. So I can be, you know, somewhere down in Namibia or somewhere in Africa or Siberia where there's lots of mosquitoes, and pop this out, and I have fresh air without having all the bugs, which is super cool.
Yeah, what about the winch?
So the winch is actually in the American-style hitch, which is really nice because it's removable. So I can take this winch, bring it to the front, bring it to the back, and winch out. Just grab the cable from here, which is super handy, which is the benefit of having this American-style trailer hitch, which you guys don't have in Europe.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, well, you hungry?
Always.
All right, well, let's cook up some steaks. Boom.
Wybuchniemy.
Maybe we'll pull it away from the car a little bit.
What was your idea to sell the house and so on and to live in a Lambo?
So essentially, I just wanted to see the world. And obviously there were some, you know, events in my life. I had a big like breakup, and that kind of put me in a different mindset. And I had a friend of mine that passed away, and that helped push me in the mindset that maybe everything in life isn't about just working, making money, making businesses, making career. It's more about meeting people, seeing the world, adventuring, like exploring. So that's where I'm at now.
Okay,
And
but
that
you need
exploration.
also a lot of money to buy Lambo to travel a couple of years. So how does it work? You have some passive income, or you have a lot of Bitcoins? Tell us.
No Bitcoin, no Bitcoin. No, I mean, right now I'm living off mostly savings. Like I'm getting a little bit slowly growing from like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, that kind of thing.
Okay, how fast can you go with all the gear and
Well, so that's the problem that I was saying earlier that I got to figure out. Because before I had the gear all shifted back, and I could go about 240 kilometers.
Wow.
But I added more gear and shifted some things around on the rack. And now when I go past like 130, the whole car is like shaking.
Okay.
And I mean, today coming here, I don't know, I did 100 miles per hour. What is that in kilometers?
160.
160?
Yeah.
Yeah, 160.
Not
170.
bad.
Yeah.
160 z takim czymś na dachu. Wow. It's crazy.
But the top speed I did with this, allegedly, on the Autobahn, allegedly, with the old rack, because I originally had a different rack, 274 kilometers.
No way.
Yeah.
274 czymś takim jechać. To trzeba być świrem.
That was fun. That was fun.
A, jeszcze najważniejsze, na pewno będzie sporo pytań. O co mogą być pytania? Że ma przedni zderzak niehomologowany i tak dalej. Słuchajcie, ten pojazd jest zarejestrowany w Montanie. Yeah, you have Montana plates, right?
Duh.
Da. So, nie potrzebuje nawet tablicy na przednim zderzaku w tym stanie, więc jeździ sobie w pełni legalnie i to jest też piękne. Tam jest jednak wolność.
This looks nice and juicy.
Dobrze, słuchajcie, tym optymistycznym akcentem robimy cięcie, zjemy sobie steki, trochę tu posprzątamy i zapraszamy Was na przejażdżkę.
Here's the average of the whole trip. So far in Europe, I've had the engine running or car on or driving almost 1,529 hours and done 40,170 kilometers.
Wow.
Average speed of 26 kilometers an hour and an average miles per gallon of 10.7.
Całkiem przyzwoite spalanie. Prędkość średnia niska, no bo głównie stoi odpalony, żeby doładowywać akumulatory.
These roads are a bit rough here in Poland.
Yeah.
Even the highway. When I was in Czech Republic driving back, it was like woo, 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 woo.
Near Katowice or something, yeah.
But you were getting clearance off the ground in some spots. On the highway, it was so bad.
We'll make the U-turn in the left, to the left, yeah.
Gotta warm up the brakes.
Rozgrzewamy ceramikę. It's crazy thing.
Sure?
You need to warm up the ceramic brakes in a camper.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's crazy. Cały czas nie mogę się przyzwyczaić, że jedziemy kamperem. 641-konnym kamperem. Red light?
Over there.
Okay, we need to wait for that.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Całkiem nieźle to wszystko się trzyma na tym dachu.
So, you can have a lot of fun in a camper.
Yeah, that's amazing. Okay, wait for them.
You need to put 300 horsepower in that Polo car. What is that thing, a Citroen?
Yeah, it's Citroen C2.
Okay.
1.4 diesel,
Ah.
70 horsepower.
Oh,
Now it has around 50, I think.
okay. And what happens if the Polish police see him in the back of the car?
It depends on a policeman.
Okay.
I like the pops and bangs.
You like?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't get that in your Sprinter van, do you?
Yeah, the only thing that I'm missing is V8 engine.
I think you could put one in there, though.
It's technically possible, but maybe someday. Why not? Spróbujemy walnąć z procedury, zobaczymy czy się uda i czy nam coś nie spadnie z bagażnika. Full brake and full accelerator. Okay, launch control possible. No to jest zdecydowanie najszybszy camper, jakim jechałem dotychczas.
So there's your
The
0 to
fastest
100.
camper.
Yeah. The sand right here is nice. We could play around a little bit there with that sand with this video. Should we?
I don't know, it's a good idea.
Why?
For such a high center of gravity.
Ah, come on.
I think it's too narrow to do the donut here.
Yeah. Oh shit, it's the cops. Oh, they're turning around.
Okay. They won't get us. Oh, maybe. There are no blue signals, so.
Yeah. Which way should we go?
Straight, and on the next traffic lights, right. I will call them that we are not coming back.
We're not coming back.
Perfect timing.
Maybe they had their music on in the police car so they can't hear us.
No my pojechaliśmy, bo akurat policja sprzeciwka jechała.
Widzieliśmy i co
No,
teraz?
no jadą za nami, tak się zbliżają, czekamy czy nas wywołają, czy nie. Ale na razie grzecznie sobie jedziemy.
Grajcie to,
No gramy to oczywiście. Dobra, nara.
We're in Poland and we're running from the police. So if you guys like this fastest camper, make sure to like on his channel and subscribe, and check my channel out at Camperghini on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, everything, all the social media. So
Zapraszamy,
absolute
śledźcie.
pleasure.
Pleasure for me.
Dziękuję.
Thanks a lot. Dziękuję. Śledźcie wszystkie jego socjale i wspierajcie go w jego podróży dookoła świata, bo naprawdę warto.